The best thing you can do for yourself in this life is just to be good. Try as much as possible to make sure that your hands are clean in whatever you're doing, and that no matter what, you don't offend anybody or you don't treat anybody badly. This is a story of my life, a real life story that happened to me. How I almost lost my job. Follow me to the market where I go and get my baby's pap and other things while I tell you guys the story. Please make sure that you take your coffee, sit down tight, and let's enjoy this ride. But wait too, I want to ask a question. How now they take do this vlog of it, in most especially in the public, in the market? Because me, I was so ashamed. You mean in the public, most especially in the market?
No, I enter market. I won't come buy pap something.
It will shock you to know that I was not in any call. Oh. I was not in any call. I was only pretending to do as if I was doing like video call, telling the mysterious somebody that I was in the market trying to buy something. It's a lie, yo. But seriously, you need to see the eyes that was staring at me. That's why it's as if my phone was not really up like that for you to see. But let me ask, I beg, how not they do anybody will get trick when they used to do, work. I beg, just tell me in the comment section. Let me know how you do it. And that is the more reason why you, my beautiful viewers, you need to always give me accolade though, as in by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. Because hey, content creators, we go through a lot to get you guys this beautiful vlog and gist and content that you guys all enjoy. If you're first time mom and I'm wondering how you can be able to make pap, or how you can get the right measurement so that whenever you try making the pap for your baby, it doesn't get watery, let me give it a trick that I learned as a first time mom from this beautiful woman who is selling this pap for me. So what I usually do is that she gets a pencil of corn, then gets joro. Joro is the one that can, if you put that one in excess, your water will be watery. So she gets that joro like 2 cup. Then the other one that is dawa, that is that red, the red one that you saw when she was measuring it. She gets more of that red one, because that red one is very very nutritious. So that red one is always more than that brown one that you saw. So she'll mix it together for me, then I'll ask her to like divide it for me so that it will not waste. So that is how I make my pap. Each time I do it, it is very very thick, it is not watery. Because if you miss it in the measurement aspect of that joro and dawa, you're going to have a very watery pap, and I don't want you to do that mistake. Okay, that's why I'm sharing that with you here. So let's continue with my story. So I was working in this company. Hey. Wait, first let me drink water. So my colleague got admission into the university, so we had to employ an extra staff to assist in the office. So that was how this beautiful lady was employed. So things were going on now, getting to know each other. You know me now, I like to like open hand for everybody. I just took the lady as my sister. If I buy food, we eat together. We eventually do everything together. But you know that it's not everything that I tell her. That was what saved me then. So we will talk, and things were going. And mind you, my position in the company then was like I was a manager then, so I was managing and overseeing the place that time. So I never knew that it got to a point that this my sister was looking at me with one kind eyes, because I don't know where she was coming from. And me, good girl like me with church mind, I was still going. So I didn't even understand what was happening. Guys, before we continue, please, I need to say this. Are you seeing the sand that is inside this pap that I soaked for my baby? So when you're washing your baby's pap, make sure that you wash it thoroughly. If not, that pap will be full of sand, because from that joro and dawa, there's mixed up of plenty sand in it. So when you are washing your pap, make sure that you carefully sieve it, and at the point when you get to the last part, use your hands to be picking it out one by one. If you get to where the sand is too much, please don't eat. In fact, you can just throw that part away, because you wouldn't want sand to get into your baby's food. So I said, let me put that out there. there is always lots of sand, just as you saw in that clip before this. Let's continue, my dear people. There was this drawer in our office. Only I and our boss, that's the CEO, that has access to that drawer. Contains important documents, and that's where we usually keep money. One of our staff went to that up money there without replacing it. So I noticed that what I gave to him was not the same thing with what was my boss was looking at me. What happened? Why is what in the book different from what he's holding in his hand? I was like, I don't know. I was sure that I checked this money very well. I was sure that I calculated it very well before writing it down. So I didn't even know what happened that day. I kept asking. Our boss was now like thinking that I spent the money. You know, there's a way they'll be asking you questions. You start feeling somehow. And the annoying part is that you didn't take the money. You didn't spend it. So it's always so annoying. So he kept asking, like, it's going to be deducted for my salary. I was like, no problem. But in my mind, I knew that I didn't use that money. And I was so restless because I'm not this careless ever since I started working in that company. I couldn't even bring myself to ask my colleagues because I know that they don't have any business with that upper drawer. That upper drawer is just me and our boss that do go to that drawer. So it didn't even come to my head to ask them that what happened. 2 weeks later, we got talking. So that our other staff email was like, that is true. There was a day that he went to that place to take change, that there was no change to give to a customer, and he forgot to like replace the money that day because there were a lot of customers that day. I was so pissed. I was like, hi. So this was what happened, and our boss was thinking that I am careless, or I'm not taking my job serious again, or maybe I've started taking from his money or things like that. You know, that kind of a thing can actually make your boss to lose trust where you are. And I sparked at the guy. I was like, don't you ever try that again. That you should have told me this and that. The guy was like, that he's sorry, that he didn't know, that he didn't mean it. After a while, me and the guy, we started talking back. I forgave him. I was like, that one has gone. Because I was like telling that they don't understand the pressure that I have to go through when going to like give an account of what happened in the company, that kind of a thing. So that one went to, so I didn't even know. At a point, I didn't know where things went wrong anyway. At a point, the lady, I didn't know that she was already, jealousy has already entered. What she was jealous about, I don't know. I don't understand. So we had a crisis one time in our company. And then I was actually at the helm of that company. Then I was running the two things, trying to settle everything, trying to make sure that everything is still running smooth, even with the company. And it happened that our boss was not even around then. So in the course of me running around, trying to get things going and taking care of the other situation, one of the days I forgot my key in the office and went out. So I came back. I couldn't find that key. I didn't know where I kept that key. I didn't know whether I left it in the house, whether it was in the office, or whether it was in that second assignment that I went for. I didn't know. But all I know was that I couldn't find that key. So I had to like, okay, let me ask our boss to know where his own key is. If there's a way I can have access to his own key, so I'll be able to get out money that we needed to solve that issue from that drawer. So he told me where his key is. I went and got it, and I was able to have access to that drawer. It never occurred to me to ask my colleagues, please, did you see key? Because at that stage, I wasn't even myself. As in, at that point, I don't even remember that I've not eaten. I don't remember that I've not, in fact, most times I forgot that I've not eaten for a whole day, because that was how serious the situation was. After like 3-4 weeks, yes, after 3-4 weeks, yes, just a month. So I came to the office one day and I saw the key in one place. I was like, I don't understand. I remember that I turned this office upside down where I was looking for that key. So where was this coming from? Long story short, at the end of the year, we had staff meeting. We gathered together. We usually have meeting. Even because of that crisis, we didn't have that meeting when we were supposed to have the meeting. So it was that my other colleague, the lady, that was even asking our boss, when are we going to have our usual annual meeting? So it was like that we shouldn't worry, that it's going to schedule a time that we're going to have that meeting, we were like, okay, no problem. Mind you, me and this my female colleague, we are still in very good terms. So we don't have any issues. We eat together, we laugh together, we gist together. She never showed me that there was anything that was wrong. So finally, we had the day that we scheduled for the meeting had already come. So our boss thanked the staff for everything, how they took care of the situation that happened while he was away and everything. He was so appreciative. So at the end of the day, he gave us the floor. Anybody that wants to say anything, to say whatever he wants to say. So that my female colleague raised up her hand and talked first. So she started with, she doesn't like the way I run the company. She doesn't like the way I do things. That in fact, that the reason why is as if that most of our customers do not come to our own of our own company anymore. Rather, they go to our competitor's company to do whatever they need to do, and that she doesn't like the way I talk to customers, blah blah blah. She said so many things that day about me. I was shocked. I was like, where is this coming from? She even added that she was the one that took the keys for how many weeks that she held that key, that whether she took money from that drawer, that I wouldn't know, and I don't know that she purposely took that key and held it, and that I didn't even ask for the key. So she held that key to know what I was going to do. My dears, I was shocked, utterly amazed. Even when our boss asked me to say something, I was so dumbfounded, I couldn't say anything. I just gave the man a sign that no, I don't have anything to say. I was so surprised. I was like, from where to where? And mind you, all these things that she's saying, she's the one that actually does all these things. And I never mentioned it to our boss. Rather, I always advise her and tell her that, no, this is not how to do things. This is how to do things, this and that. You understand? So, and most times, most of these people that she talks about is because of the way she addressed them. That was what made them to even leave and not coming back again. So, my brothers and sisters, where can you guys say that I have gone wrong in this situation? What did I do wrong? If this man hadn't trusted me enough, he would have believed that all these things that this lady is saying was true, and that would have been the end of my career in that company. And this lady, she didn't know that I was one of the staffs that started that company when it started. So I had worked in that company for a very long time. I didn't even know that my boss had secretly tested me in so many areas. It was there and then that my boss was saying that all these things that she's saying, that it's very hard for him to believe, because he has known me long enough to know that I mean well for the company, to know that I cannot do such a thing. And he now asked her, okay, what did she later gain from holding that key after the longest time that she held the key? What did she gain at the end of it? You understand? So my brothers and sisters, I don't know where I went wrong with this lady. I don't know what happened, whether she wanted to assume my position, but she would have said so. And I would have gladly given it up, because there was so much work in that actual position. I would have gladly, because I don't go home when they are going home. So I do more of the works, because, my dear, so please, I don't know where I went wrong. If there's a way I went wrong, let me know in the comment section. And it pays to be honest. Maintain your integrity wherever you are, because you don't know who is watching you. You don't know what is going to come your way. And make sure that you're always good. Just like I said in the beginning of this video, make sure that you are good to people. Make sure that you are being yourself, because I'm just grateful to God that who vindicated me. Thank you guys for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye.